As of now, we have enabled always on feature on both standalone instances. Now, I would like to configure always on in for node 1 and node 2. Expand this always on. Meanwhile, create a database with a name. Any name is okay. Now I am creating with AO. Let's take a full to meet the prerequisites. Now go to always on, create a new group. Press next. Here give the name like like give name text here. Click next. Select the database. Proceed next. Replica node 2. Both should be asynchronous. If you want read only, select read only. As of now, it is not required for me. Press next. Okay, and press next. Next. Yep. Configure successfully. Click OK. Primary database has been successfully configured. Go to replica. Both are joined successfully. Now go to dashboard. See, always on health is good. Now go to now I need to install failover cluster. Okay, in node 1. Now go to node 1. Click on mount. Here set up with run as administrator. Select installation here. New SQL Server cluster installation. We are going to install SQL Server on top of Windows cluster. Select developer edition here. Next. Accept. Next. Next. Here. SQL Server L20 2201. So I don't want that. I just use that SQLife underscore cluster 01. You can okay. So I need to remove this one. Okay. I'm using cluster disk 1. Node 2. Select IPv4. Here you can give 10 dot 10 dot 10 dot 0 dot 100. Type 1 2 3. So here I cannot change it here. Okay. Paste it here 1 2 3. Database engine is also I'm not able to get it. All protected by the cluster. Okay. Press next. Add current user. Next. I'm going moving to node 2. So once initialization has been completed here, I will proceed with in node 2. So let's wait here whether uh, we have successfully installed cluster on node 1. Now I'm closing this window. Now I'm moving to node 2. Click on installation. Here add a node to SQL Server cluster. Click on that. So we have adding node, right? So we will get this information. Just we need to give that IP, or we need to give the password. Apart from that, we don't get anything. So IP is also got selected automatically. So next, grant value 1 2 3 1 2 3. Proceed to next. We have successfully added the node 2 to the cluster. So if we install one more cluster with new server cluster and we move to the node 1, and in node 1 if we add a node to SQL Server cluster, it becomes as an active cluster. Why? Because one instance is running on node 1, another one instance is running in node 2. So just that is also installation part, so I'm skipping to that. Okay, I'm proceeding with the next. So I'm opening SSMS here. SQL cluster -01. This is where I just select as authentication, and now we will connect it. We have successfully connected to the SQL Server instance, which is deployed on the cluster. So now we will see how to configure log shipping, mirroring, and replication.